All right. Game number 2 of the Catan Community Tournament. In second position, very low wheat board. So the 693 is something that I'll definitely have to think about. Black plays on this 8, sorry, orange plays on this 8-4-10 very quickly. And I'm going to be deciding between the 693 and this 5-8-10 up here, I imagine. 5-8-10, the ore port's definitely nice, actually. And maybe it would be more possible to play without wheat having the ore port. 6-9-3, and then the 5-8-10. Whoever gets the 5-8-10 third is just gonna have such a good position with one of these like free road plus a little bit of wheat. Get to the ore port really quickly. Would I be able to do that? If I go here, I'm gonna take 6-9-3, and then fourth would take maybe or an interesting port. 2-9-10 and 6-5-11 would be a way to go. And then, yeah, I kind of think that I'll get a good spot with this. So I'm just gonna be willing to. The other thing is like I could get the 6-9-3 and hope the 5-9-10, but that's really the one spot I'm hoping for. And yeah, I'm just gonna take the 5-8-10 and go for this ore port. I think I'll be able to get just enough wheat. I think that one of these spots is gonna be open for me. The 5 and the 8 are also in really good spots because no one else is likely to have them at the least beginning, which means at the beginning of the game, people often don't solo block because they don't wanna, like, focus too much on one player. And so what that means is that these spots are gonna be better than if, like, 5 and the 8 were in the center of the board. This 10 or is a lot more likely to be blocked because someone else is gonna be sharing it. And so it's good to have your more powerful tiles in the corners of the board, and this 8 ore is almost like a corner because the desert is next to it. So just like, something that you can take for your games is the if there's, like, 2 spots that you're really, like you're not sure between, um, having a spot that's in the corner of the board that no one else is likely to be at least the beginning, can be a good tiebreaker for which spot to choose. So, like, the 6 wheat is better here than it would be if it was where the 3 was. 'Cause then orange would have, I mean, there wouldn't be a 6 and an 8 next to each other, but I hopefully I'm made my point enough, uh, and I see it's about to be my turn. I'm quite excited that, as I predicted, but also just hoped for in general, that the 6-4-11 here would be left open for me, which makes it so that I think the 5-8-10 was the right choice. And then I expect when I take the 6-4-11, I expect orange to take the 6-3-11. So I'm gonna go ahead and point towards the brick port, but also to double up on the 11 wheat, I think could be quite important. And I'll be going for the ore port first. So yeah, now I think orange plays on the 6-3-11 and points to the 4-5-11. And I feel a lot more confident this game than I did going into like after the initial placements in the first game. Uh Also, I'm quite happy that, no one was able to get the 6-9-3 with the 5-9-10, that good setup that I was thinking about earlier, I did not think about this ahead of time, which probably a no-no. I think I liked what red's starting were, and this 5 brick seems like a good block. But before my next turn, I will have more in mind on where I should be blocking. So yeah, with the 5 brick blocked, every time someone gets brick, I'm getting brick, which I appreciate. And I don't think this 9 wood really hurts black that much, where this 5 brick block bothers both black and red. Um, Brick unblock. Um, I don't really want the wood in black's hand. I feel bad, but I'm gonna take from red again. And now I'm pretty close to a city. Unless I wanna buy a development card, which I think I do. I think I'm gonna be blocked whenever someone can block me. Um, and yeah, with pacing, this maybe helps. That also sounds like kind of a buzzword when I say it, and I'm not sure. But I like having a knight. It's also good that I blocked black and red so that orange isn't likely to move it on their own. If I blocked orange, then I'm probably getting blocked right now. Yeah, I think getting the settlement first before the the city is pretty good. Getting the ore port is quite important to my game. And I was worried about a 7, but getting that development card made it less likely that I would lose some of my cards from 7ing out with too many. So, quite happy to just play here. And yeah, this game's looking quite good to start off. Got lucky with rolling the first 2 sevens. And the reason that I stole from red, I didn't fully explain it, but I knew that red started with a wood, ore, and wheat, and they hadn't actually gotten any cards from any of the rolls. They only had 2 cards in their hand, and I wanted both a wheat or an ore, like, would have been nice for me. So that's why I wanted to steal from red. So if I don't 7 out, I'll be able to port 2 ore for wheat with this ore port that I have now, hiding behind these trade offers. And then I also would be able to build a road to this 11-12. And yeah, gonna go ahead and get the city. Definitely want a city here with the ore port. And I will go ahead and commit the road. Um, I should be solo blocked here, even though it's like it really is not early. Um, yeah, I don't mind losing the sheep. I think I decided I'd probably rather lose the sheep than the wood or the brick, and I don't expect black to be trying to plow me. They're just not incentivized to, unless like even if they magically had the cards in hand, it would probably be better to settle on the 9-12 and then go somewhere different with those extra cards. Let's say the sheep port, wheat port, brick port just isn't that valuable. I definitely want to play my knight. I don't expect anyone to like, be willing to trade with me, which doesn't mean that I shouldn't try. I don't wanna steal from black since black has 8 cards. I think that orange is doing the best. So I'll go ahead and steal from orange. I haven't been fully tracking everyone's hand. Stealing an ore is probably good. Something I didn't talk about, when I built the city is the idea of potentially buying a development card. Uh, and I don't know that that would have been, like, the worst idea, but I think just getting the production up, especially having a knight in hand at that time and no one else having a knight until at least 2 more rolls happened, I think it made sense to go ahead and city when I did. But unfortunate that, red's getting some sevens and, I haven't gotten as much production from these go-arounds as I would have liked, but still, definitely, like, would not be table talking. I think that I'm in the best spot at the current moment, but it would be really nice to be able to buy another knight. Um, I think there's a chance that someone would want a sheep, would want an ore rather. I'm willing to trade 2 cards. I'm hoping that someone else thinks of it as their idea instead of, "Oh, okay, I'll do it for 1 card. You're plenty." Interesting. So, in general, I wanna be using my Year of Plenty for something that's gonna be, like, hard for me to produce, so oh, wow. Looks like black is plowing me, which is exactly what I said I thought would not happen. Um, maybe it would've been better for me to, build towards the 3-to-1 first. Um, let's see. Do I wanna build a road to double up on the 11 wheat? Do I wanna be going for the wood fort? Okay, I really don't think that black would have any reason to continue on this path. Uh, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass. Just think about playing a road. Um, but yeah, as I was saying, you wanna use your Year of Plenty to get resources that you don't produce much of, so for me, that would likely be wheat. I would love to be able to use it for, like, 2 development cards in this scenario. Say, like, a 5 rolls, an 8 rolls now that it's being unblocked. Yeah, nothing to do on this turn. Kinda just waiting for my numbers to roll. Hmm. Red blocks orange now, that's nice for me. I guess orange, like, take road. I have a knight. No knight. So I really don't wanna use my Year of Plenty for sheep and ore, ideally. Could potentially use it to get to the 5-2 and the wood port. Okay. What if you're blocking orange? Think 11 wheat or the 10 sheep. I'm gonna go for the 11 wheat and steal from orange. Get a brick. I could use Year of Plenty this turn to get to the wood court. Also use it just to get the development card. One idea that I overlooked here was the possibility of going to the 3-to-1 port instead of the wood port. I mentioned a little bit earlier that maybe it would have been the right idea for me to point my initial road on the 6-4-11 towards the 3-to-1 instead of the brick port. And after that, I kind of just forget about it or don't think about it enough. Maybe that's a more fair characterization. But I think that the 3-to-1 port is probably better than the wood port in this case. The wood port isn't super valuable, and it's more likely that the 3-to-1 port will be, and also more likely that doubling up on the brick is more valuable than tripling on the sheep. And one big detail that may seem small is that if I go to the 3-to-1 port, I can build another settlement while extending my longest road if I only build one extra road instead of two. So I could, let's say I build to the 3-to-1 port this turn, I can build a road settle on the 11 wheat and take longest road if I had like all of those cards in my hand right now. Obviously, that's not the case, but that's still a future plan that would likely be a benefit to at least have as an option. I'm gonna go ahead and build these two roads. But I'm not gonna use my year of plenty. I think that that makes me more likely to be blocked than it does good for me. And I don't really want to, again, use my year of plenty for the resources I produce the most of, especially when orange seems to be getting blocked right now. Although, yeah, so exactly. So why use up this valuable development card in order to just become a bigger threat? Actually, I don't know why I didn't consider that trade. I just like clicked X out of habit. I think I would have done that trade, especially with it being accepted by someone else. It means an eight's a city. Yeah, I should have accepted that. For a sheep. I want. Go ahead and do that trade with red. There's not gonna be any ore out there. I'm gonna pass. Again, kind of same logic as before, with not wanting to use my year of plenty. Um, to mostly look like a bigger threat. Okay. Interesting aggressive knight there. Aggressive knight, meaning that red played a knight, even though he wasn't blocked before playing the knight card. Entirely possible that was a bad trade. I almost like changed my mind on it. Now that a 5 rolled, I'm kind of wishing I hadn't. So black was willing to trade wheat. Okay. There's a lot of wheat out there. So now, even though I make a lot of ore, might be willing to use it in order to buy 2 development cards. That feels powerful enough. Especially with red trying to take army as well. But that's the dream there, is you just roll the 8, so you don't need to use the year of plenty. Um, hmm. Okay, I am considering using the year of plenty now. I think I'm going to, because I have 2 other devs to use on other turns. And I think I should be getting blocked anyway with these 3 devs. I think I will be getting blocked regardless. Um, and that way, like, I can actually use it now. That mono is very nice. Hopefully I can get another knight this next turn. And the wood port is quite good. There's at least 6 wheat out there, at least 5 more wood out there, which I can tell with these. They're kind of designed to show like in a in-person game, like, over the board, you could kinda tell if there's a lot of wood left or if some of it's gone. And so I haven't been perfectly tracking, but, I can see that there's still 6 wheat left. I get plowed by black. There's still 6 wheat. I probably wanna mono that instead of playing a knight. Quite like, there's not normally gonna be this much wheat. That is the resource I'm most likely to want to mono, and it's quite useful for people. So I am gonna roll hopefully I don't steal a wheat, actually. Um, yeah, I do steal a wheat. Hmm, could I trick someone into doing like this? Is there any ore? Okay, the thing is if I get 5 wheat now, I don't actually use it for anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and play another knight, and since there's wheat out there, I'm gonna block the sheep, and I'm gonna steal from orange again. So now this next turn, like, I have the army pacing. There's now 8 wheat for me to mono, right? No, is there 9? I think there's 9. Um, let's see if orange uses any of it here. I might have tipped my hand. Okay, other wheat. There's so much wheat out there. I wish I had a 3-to-1 port. I wish you did too, but, unfortunately, you didn't see it, and there's not time travel for me to tell you. Wait, hold on. I can maybe win this turn. Let me think. I build a road, and then I plot a I think I have one in hand with this. Oh, wait, no, but then play my I can play my knight next turn. Okay. I forgot that if I played my mono, I couldn't take army. Oh, wait, and I can't take road anyway. That was silly. I'm gonna do this. I haven't thought things through as much as I should have. Um, yeah. Wow, I just had a lot of silly thoughts right there. That just I don't know what happened to me. Um, but I still like I love my place in this game. I just need to um I could see Orange has Monopoly, which I feel like they kind of hinted at. Having all that wheat, now they'd play an ore mono. And now if they have a Monopoly, it's a lot less valuable. So even though I had to port all the cards that I monopolied, I still think that was a good idea. I could have tried maybe trading for wood, my wheat, since I would have had a wood port to maybe get an ore a little bit more cheaply. Um, looks like I could potentially road. I'm pretty close to the win. That should be enough. If I road settle, I might be one card short. Would a brick help me at all? Probably not. Or probably would though. So let's show a brick would help me actually. A brick would win. So I'm gonna steal from orange. And then I can take road. So this makes me at 5 roads, right? Because I can take like that, and then just build 5 roads. Yeah. Oh, that would have been really bad. All right, a win. 2 for 2 so far this tournament, which qualified me for the semifinals. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and especially the little tidbits that I threw in throughout the game in terms of strategy that I used in this game that hopefully you can apply to your games that you play against your friends and online. If you guys enjoyed that, definitely let me know. And any likes, subscribing to the channel, comments really helps me out a lot. And hope you have a great rest of your day, night, whatever it may be. Till next time.